You know, I've been reading Undead, Unluck for a while now, and I'm just now realizing there's quite a few characters here that has unbelievable broken abilities. And one we're going to talk about is Tristan, or also known as Unrepair. Rip Tristan, or Tristan, or Tristan. Tristan? However the heck you pronounce the guy name. Anyway, this god power is just so godly powerful and unbelievable. He could really take down anybody outside of the Undead Unluck universe. And honestly, he can really take down people in the Undead Unluck universe, just about all of them. Even Andy, a guy that has the power to literally heal from literally the planet blowing up. He has enough power to heal from that and come out of it unscathed. But Tristan's able to, any injury he does on you, any cut, any strike, anything he does on you, it doesn't get repaired, it can't heal. And this is a guy that was also known as the best doctor in the world. Yes, I know, he was like the best doctor in the world. Or if he wasn't the best, he was godly, he was goddamn one close to it. He was like in the top 5. And Tristan's ability, well, obviously with the ability on repair, he can't heal no one anymore because of, well, any surgery he does, there's no healing. They can't heal or do no stitches for it. But anyway, this guy power, I'll say he can even beat Wolverine. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He could beat Wolverine easily. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Toon, what are you thinking? Toon, what are you thinking? How can he beat Wolverine? Wolverine got the claws, he can cut him up. Sure, yes, he got claws, he can cut him up, and Wolverine has the healing factor, right? But if you take Wolverine healing factor away, what does Wolverine really have besides the adamantium? Yeah, if he can kill, yes, he can kill Tristan too, but I'm willing to bet how powerful Tristan is and how skilled he is. We've seen Tristan literally able to, with the weapons he have on his legs, they're just as powerful as Wolverine adamantium. I might even say more powerful than Wolverine adamantium. I'm just going ahead and say here, I know once I put this up, I know everyone going to say, now Toon World, you completely out of it. And Toon, I know how you're looking at me now, but just think about it. This guy ability is just that powerful. If he, any attack he does, it doesn't even have to be a serious attack. Constant blood, he would die. Constant blood loss, you're going to die. So just imagine if he cuts off your arm. You can't stitch that back together. You just lost an arm. Or if he cuts your neck. Now, granted, if your neck get cut, you are going to die pretty fast anyway, even if he didn't have the ability. But I'm just saying, if he cuts your neck, cut your arm, leg, gut, just like those sword wounds that you see people do all the time in anime, if he did that to you, it doesn't matter. You are going to die from the blood loss. And there's no way no healing magic will be able to heal you. No stitches, no doctor, nothing can heal you. No healing factor can heal you. Even Andy with his his complete broken healing factor that he can literally lose limbs, an arm, get cut up, blown up, whatever you want to think, dip in the lava, anything you want to think of, he will come back to life. Even Andy had a hard time with Unrepair, Rip. Also, Rip can also go for rip as in tearing a sheet of paper. That's also a play on words on his name. Also, RIP, rest in peace. That's also a thing with his name. And I'm sorry to say, Wolverine and a lot of characters on the X-Men and a lot of characters in other animes, Rip gonna beat you. Rip is just god powerful, and he knows the body very well. He's just like Law. He was a doctor. He was a doctor and one of the best doctors. Just like I said, he's very similar to Law more that I think about it. Law ability just really helps him in his law abilities really helps him be a doctor. Rip's ability really a detriment for him being a doctor. It's kind of like a parallel really. But Rip knows the body very well. In fact, he became one of the best doctors and youngest doctors in the world because he wanted to save his fiance with a terminal illness she had. And you know how he found out he had this godly broken ability? Unbroken. I might come up with that. Unbroken ability. by doing surgery on her without realizing that he had this ability. Now, when he realized he had the ability, it was literally, he gained the ability right after doing surgery on his wife. And they was like, why is she not healing? We stitching her up, she's still bleeding, and like the wound is not closing. And that's when they found out that Rip had the unrepair ability, which is a messed up way to figure it out too. That is a very fucked up way. The gods on Undead Unluck is a son of a bitch, I tell you. They are a son of a bitch. Sun and Lunar, which are two of the guys that really kind of seeing, it's like a chess game they play, but that's besides the point. Rip, we seen him in many fights, and in a lot of those fights, he was not, if he wasn't dominating, he was getting the best out of most of his foes. There's not many foes that could really get the best of him. Now granted, all the abilities are Undead Unluck, all of them are broken. Some of them are more detriment really, some of them are not really broken, they're just very useful if you think about it, and some of them are just completely broken. And I'll say Unchained is a broken one. Unchained, Unrepair, Undead, Unluck, what's Unstoppable, Unage. There's quite a few, but those 6 are definitely up there in the top 10. And Unrepair, I would say in the top 5. But you know, guys, let me know what you think about this, and if you think Wolverine actually has a chance of winning, and you talk to a Wolverine guy. I love Wolverine. Wolverine, one of my favorite ex-Marvel characters, definitely my favorite X-Men. One of my favorite Marvel, up there with, there's a few others I like besides Wolverine, but Wolverine, the whole Wolverine family, I love. And I know just how hardcore, it would be an awesome battle. Just imagine Wolverine fighting Unrepair. But man, I just don't see Unrepair. I just don't see how Wolverine be able to beat him without moving away. And also, Unrepair is just as agile as Wolverine. He's just as agile as Wolverine. Now, Wolverine might be more agile and he has senses and everything and experience, but Andy also has experience and he had a hell of a hard time fighting Unrepair. That's all I'm saying. But alright guys, let me know in the comment down below, and if you like, subscribe.